finally ready to do adjust the pressures. I think it's warmed up enough. So I will put this on the screen somewhere, but it basically says set it up on level ground. It wants you to connect the pressure gauge 4,000 psi into the digger shift auger release flow lever, which is this lever. All right, you guys can't see it. The digger shift auger release flow divider valve on the riding seat. So the digger shift and the release is right here. It's this guy. So that's that handle off by itself. There's this handle. So I actually might have plugged into the wrong area. There's no quick coupler on this thing, which it says there is. The quick disconnect on the digger shift auger release. So this is the load, the HOP load indicator quick connect I'm on right now, because I read that incorrectly. This is your digger shift auger release valve. There is no quick connect, not there, and that goes to this block right here, which there is a quick connect right there. Okay, because yeah, that comes in. I'm guessing that's your power beyond. Feeds this. That's a return line though. That's a return line for the main. So these two hoses. You got two 4s, which is probably the auger release, and then this is your high speed. This one. This one, and they go back there. Maybe you guys couldn't see shit. They go back in there somewhere. But it says it's on the riding seat. So the only one that I see on the riding seat is this one. This is for HOP, and this one. So we will test both of them. So it's supposed to be 3,000 psi when you deadhead the secondary extensions, so you retract it, put it in the boom stow, retract the secondary while it should be 3,000. So, there's 55 psi currently on the load indicator for it. We're going to get all set up. Sorry. Upper boom, this is intermediate. So I'll turn it on. Drag. I'm in outriggers. Hold on a second. I'm gonna run down there and fix that. So, gauge turned off. But we're gonna retract. Yeah, it's gotta be the wrong port. There ain't nothing on it. Okay, so we're on the wrong port. So let's kill it. Forever to drink. be 250 now. Still can't get it. There. Off. I'm gonna tighten that back up. I just tried to grab the water. Okay, so let's go. Connects really easily, so there's no pressure on that one. Put it back on. And we have 330 sitting here. Maybe a little harder for you guys to see, but not a good spot to put you. Okay, we're gonna retract the secondary. So we're sitting at 2400. That's low. That's 600 psi low. And let's go see where's that spool at to adjust. Okay, relief cartridge is on ground level functions machine selector. Okay, and then it says clockwise increases pressure. All right, so we're gonna run down there. Knew it was kind of down here. So this is your machine selector. This is your machine selector. This is your outrigger controls. So this is how you adjust outriggers, I'm guessing. Actually, it's in the book. You would see it if I put it on the screen. So let's take off that cap. That looks like 1/2 inch. Alright, we're going to see if this is an Allen or it's a flathead. So currently it is this way. So it says clockwise will increase. So we're going to go, we have to break the jam nut. Is that not? Oh, that popped off. Oh man, that damn nut was tight. All right, so we're gonna go a 1/4 turn with it. And then we're gonna re-jam nut. Put this little doodad back on there. Put this little doodad back on there. Tight fit. Alright, now let's run back up top. So a 1/4 turn, let's see what that gets us. $24 is pretty low though. Oh, she's off. All right, full throttle, 28, 25. So we went from 24 to 28. So it's 400 PSI, 1/4 turn. So let's just go like 1/8 of a turn. You would think would get us the rest of that 200 PSI-ish. We will see. I feel like it's gonna be just fucking cracking it. Oop. Take this off. Put our thing on there. I need that O-ring to pop down again. Okay, so that would be 90. We're gonna go a little bit back from that. Tighten it up. Put our little washer back on there. Put our jam nut. Alright, back upstairs. Feel like they should have put a port down there, but I guess you can't full stroke outriggers, so I guess that makes sense. Alright, back on. Our gauge is still on, full throttle. $29.90, $3,000. We're gonna call that good. So that's adjusting pressures on a Altec DC47. This is a BR. Similar. It's just the turret mount, so the winch would be back here. But that's how you adjust the pressures for the boom. The outriggers we can check as well. But yeah, that's with the new pump, the new filter, and everything. Thanks for watching. All right, so we just replaced the pump, and we gotta warm it up to set pressures, but I want to replace this return filter because it's the only filtration in the system, really. There is a suction screen, but it's like a metal screen in there, and it's only like 20 or 50 microns or something. This one should be a 10 micron return filter. They're pretty simple. Except I grabbed the wrong size. I'll be right back. Alright, so like I was saying, these are actually pretty nice lids. You only gotta go like a couple of turns out. Press down and rotate. There's the spring, so you just want to be careful. And there's this assembly. Just gonna go through that. Sits on top of the filter. So these filters are ESE. A little bit of a nuisance. They get stuck in the mouth. So it's gonna, most likely it's gonna pull the whole thing out. And it is. And they're a motherfucker to get out of there. So they're supposed to have a draw straw. Like it puts the fluid at the bottom. That's all it does. Now that it's in my pan, it's easier to work with. I move it down here. You can, flip down there. This is the hardest part, just getting a grip on it. Yeah, because when this thing twists, I think you're turning it for here. There is an O-ring, watch out for right here. You can see that. It's right there, it just sits even get it to turn right now. We might bring this down to the vise, and well, we're not gonna clamp on it, but at least I can work on it better down there. So we'll do that. All right, we finally got it out of there. We ended up just holding the filter with a hand and then using my smallest dead blow and hitting it around the edge. It's not too hard though. You just hit. It took actually a while. I tried something else and I went back to that. Worked. So that's what I'm gonna say is a good method for that. That is the Altec part number for this. That's for the filter itself. If you go and connect, they break this whole housing. And it takes a second to find the filter. It's not easy. The entire housing, for some reason, is so easy to find on their website. And then this will go either way, but just when you pop it off, it's there's part number again. I'm in the USA. O-rings on. It'll just sit in there. Don't forget to put that in. Your spring. And then your plate. Which I want to go like that. And then just tighten it down. Tight. This is an aluminum housing. Adjust the pressures.